She asked one question that night. A question so small, it didn't deserve laughter. Yet that's all she got. People passed her by, one after another. Some smiled out of pity, some turned away in disgust. But none of them saw what hid behind those tired eyes. A secret that would soon silence every laugh around her. Sometimes, the world ignores angels until they start to sing. And sometimes, pain plays the most beautiful melody. It was winter in New York City, the kind of night when the streets go quiet and loneliness grows louder. Outside a fancy restaurant called the Grand Note, a little girl stood silently with a cardboard sign in her hand. Her clothes were worn, her fingers red from the cold. On the sign, four words were written in shaky handwriting. "Can I play for food?" Inside the restaurant, warmth, laughter, and music filled the air. Through the glass, she watched a pianist perform under golden light, her eyes glimmering with longing. No one outside cared. To them, she was invisible, just another homeless kid on the street. Every evening, she returned to the same spot. She never begged, never cried. She only stood there, hoping someone would listen. Then one night, a group of teenagers walked by. One of them pointed at her and laughed. Boy 1. Yo, look. She thinks she can play piano. Girl 1. Maybe she plays on trash cans instead. Their laughter echoed down the street. The little girl didn't say a word. She just hugged her sign tighter and whispered under her breath. Girl, softly, one day you'll hear me. Her name was Maya. She was only 12, but her hands carried years of pain and practice. Before her mother passed away, Maya had learned piano in a small church. Her mother's words still echoed in her heart. Mother, memory, music can feed your soul when nothing else can. After losing her mom, Maya lost everything. Their home, their comfort, their warmth. But not her music. Every morning, she visited that same church. The old pastor let her play whenever the hall was empty. Her melodies spoke of hunger, love, and memories of a mother she could never forget. One night, as she stood again near the Grand Note, a waiter named Eli stepped outside. He'd seen her too many times to ignore anymore. Eli, you really play? Maya, nervously. Yes, sir. But I just want to earn a meal. Eli hesitated. Then he smiled softly. Eli, come inside. Let's see what you can do. For the first time, Maya walked into the place she had only dreamed of. The warmth felt unreal. Her eyes locked on the grand piano near the corner. She sat down, took a deep breath, and began to play. The first note was soft, uncertain. The second was stronger. By the third, the room filled with something divine. Her fingers danced like they had been waiting their whole life for this moment. The music carried pain, hope, and beauty all at once. The waiter stood frozen. The janitor dropped his broom. Even the manager, hearing the sound, stepped in slowly, whispering, Manager, who is that child? Eli recorded the entire thing. When she finished, Maya smiled shyly. Maya, was it okay? Eli, whispering, you didn't just play a song, you told a story. That night, Eli posted the video online. Homeless girl stuns the restaurant with her piano talent. By sunrise, millions had watched it. Comment after comment said the same thing. She plays like she's lived 1,000 lives. News reporters rushed to find her. Music schools called. Even the owner of the Grand Note offered her a place to stay and a piano to practice on. The same teenagers who mocked her saw the video on their phones. Their laughter turned into shame. Weeks later, Maya stood on a real stage. The same restaurant had turned it into a charity concert. The audience waited in silence. She sat down at the piano, closed her eyes, and played the same melody she had played that night. But this time, she wasn't playing for food. She was playing for every child who had ever been ignored, laughed at, or unseen. Her music wasn't just heard, it was felt. That night, when the applause faded, Maya stepped outside again, to the same spot where it all began. She looked up at the stars and whispered, Maya, Mom, I finally played for the world. In a world that judges faces before hearts. Remember, some souls shine brightest in the dark. Stop racism, start humanity.